Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool at risk of missing out on key summer transfer as Richard Hughes faces battle. Liverpool had hoped to tie up a deal for Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez sooner rather than later, but the Cherries are refusing to budge on their asking price for the player. Liverpool's bid to swiftly secure a deal for Milos Kerkez is believed to be under threat as Bournemouth hold firm on its valuation of the left-back. The Reds have been pursuing the Hungarian international since January, and they plan to use him to challenge Andrew Robertson for the starting spot next season. Robertson has made his feelings clear on the idea of Liverpool signing a new left-back. Liverpool has already signed Jeremy Frimpong this summer, and a former Bayer Leverkusen chief believes Florian Wirtz is also on his way to Merseyside. But Bournemouth is not making it easy for Liverpool in its pursuit of Kerkez. Having already sold Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid this summer, the Vitality Stadium's top brass are in a position to drive a hard bargain as wealthy clubs show interest in their prized assets. Kerkez, who featured in every Premier League match last season, certainly fits that bill. Consequently, the paper reports that Bournemouth are refusing to budge on their £45 million, $61 million, asking price. Liverpool's hopes of reaching an immediate agreement have been put on hold, with sporting director Richard Hughes working to resolve a number of unresolved issues, according to the report. The saga is likely to continue into next week at the earliest, and possibly longer, with Liverpool being asked to fork out a hefty sum for the 21-year-old. Despite the current impasse, all parties reportedly believe that a deal will eventually be struck during the summer. However, Liverpool's chief Hughes is not receiving any favours from his former employer, Bournemouth, even though negotiations have ramped up over the past week. Hughes is juggling multiple tasks simultaneously. In addition to trying to secure a deal for Kerkez, Liverpool are also in the midst of a hefty bid for Wirtz. The Merseyside club has had two offers turned down, as Leverkusen hold out for a whopping £126 million, $171 million. Reports suggest that a player plus cash deal involving either Jarell Quansah or Harvey Elliott, or possibly both, is also being considered. Wirtz has been on Nations League duty with Germany this week, and he received a somewhat hostile Premier League welcome from Manchester United skipper Bruno Fernandes and Manchester City ace Bernardo Silva during a 2-1 loss to Portugal on Wednesday. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Liverpool frontrunners to sign Alexander Isak, Arsenal abandon chase. Liverpool could be seen as the frontrunners to sign Alexander Isak should the Newcastle United striker become available, as Arsenal have backed away. According to a report by Graham Bailey on TBR Football, Liverpool are still in the market for a new striker and view Alexander Isak as their top target despite the difficulties in signing the Swede. Arsenal have already backed out of the run, which could place the Merseysiders as the front-runners should the Magpies' hitman become available in the window. The talk around Alexander Isak immediately died down after Newcastle United finished in the Champions League places. There was always the belief that the Swede would not push for a move should the Magpies finish in the top 5 and achieve top-tier continental football for next season, which has been the case. Liverpool and Arsenal were the teams heavily linked with a move for the Swedish striker, who scored 23 goals this season, despite the heavy price tag surrounding the forward. Newcastle United had already priced out Liverpool from the equation, with reports stating he could cost as much as £150 million, which also put Arsenal out of the race from a financial point of view. The Gunners have visibly cooled down their chase of Alexander Isak, as the report reiterates the fact that the North Londoners have backed away. Arsenal are chasing Benjamin Sesko as their priority striker target in this window, while Victor Gyökeres is also a key target. So, they might end up signing one of those two names. As for Liverpool, they are still interested in the striker, who, the report states, could at least cost £120 million. While there are massive questions over his availability, should Newcastle United open the doors to a sale, the Merseysiders are likely to be in pole position ahead of anyone including Arsenal for Isak. The reality of the Alexander Isak situation. Liverpool are planning a British record bid for Florian Wirtz and are likely to seal the signing. They could potentially make room for someone as expensive as the 25-year-old Newcastle United star should they manage a few sales, although the big problem in the Isak chase is his availability. Newcastle United are prioritizing a new contract for the Swede, and should he sign that, Isak will be unavailable for the foreseeable future. However, should the Swede continue on his current terms, the real race for his signature could commence next summer, when Arsenal will also be in the chase alongside Liverpool and possibly others. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Bayer Leverkusen make fresh transfer decision amid Florian Wirtz to Liverpool talks. Latest Liverpool transfer news and gossip as Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz may not be the only players to leave Bayer Leverkusen this summer. Bayer Leverkusen could be set to lose another of their key players as Liverpool try to sign Florian Wirtz. The Reds are continuing to hold talks with the Bundesliga outfit over the signing of Wirtz, who is believed to be valued at around £125 million. This summer could see Leverkusen lose several of their key players, with manager Xabi Alonso already departing to take charge of Real Madrid and has since been replaced by former Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag. Liverpool have already signed Jeremy Frimpong in a deal worth £29.5 million and could still bring Wirtz to Anfield from the Bayarena. It was last week that the Echo reported that Liverpool had seen their £109 million bid for Wirtz rejected by Leverkusen. The 22-year-old was recently on the score sheet for Germany as his country lost 2-1 to Portugal in the Nations League semi-final, with Frimpong and Alonso already gone, and Wirtz also potentially heading for the exit door. A report has claimed that Leverkusen could be about to lose another vital member of their squad. Fabrizio Romano has reported on X, formerly known as Twitter, that striker Victor Boniface could also leave the club this summer. The forward was heavily linked with a move to the Saudi Pro League in January, with reports suggesting that a €70 million, £59 million, switch to Al Nassr was on the table. It remains to be seen where Boniface will be playing his football next season. No clubs are mentioned in the report, but it has been claimed that new options are now available for the striker. Liverpool themselves have not been linked with signing Boniface, but have been credited with an interest in bringing a new striker to Anfield this summer. Only time will tell if the Reds will go on to have an interest in the Nigeria international, amidst the prospect of adding both Frimpong and Wirtz to their squad for next season. Liverpool's transfer window heats up with Fabrizio Romano confirming a record-breaking signing, but the €126 million Florian Wirtz deal faces legal trouble. Meanwhile, Liverpool prepare to counter Bayern Munich with a decisive move for Cody Gakpo. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.